Love for all, hate for none. Uber Ride Podcast, Episode 1. Fraser Farms and the Padres game. Let's begin. All right, folks. Welcome to the first episode of our brand new series on the Uber Ride Podcast. Picture this: the city of San Diego, buzzing with life, every Uber ride a fresh chapter in the book of life. Now, this one night, right after a San Diego Padres game, things took a turn for the interesting. As an Uber driver, I found myself sharing a ride with 4 lively souls, all part of the Fraser Farm family in Oceanside. What was supposed to be another ride home from the game turned into an unexpected podcast recording session, packed with fascinating conversations on a whole range of topics. In this series, we'll be diving into my experiences driving around the beautiful city of San Diego, California. Well, talk about my earnings, the unique stories that unfold with each ride, and the interesting people I meet along the way. The first episode is a special one, as we delve into a memorable ride that transformed into one-of-a-kind podcast. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on an exciting journey of storytelling, insights, and real-time experiences from the road. Welcome to the Uber Ride podcasting series. Now, guys, this is my first time doing this. Bear with me because I wrote this article yesterday. This ride happened the day before, and now on my third day, I'm actually recording my video that I will also put into the blog article. And I've been working on this for last 1 month, learning how to do this. So let's begin with the blog article. The San Diego Padres game and the Uber ride. The evening started with me waiting at SNA Airport for 5 hours, waiting for a ride. Yes, it was a slow day and the Padres game concluded. I received a pickup request from Kettner Boulevard. Not normal, as I'm at the airport waiting for the big bucks. The passengers were a lively group of 4, as you already know, fresh from the excitement of the game and ready for their home ride, or ride home. By the way, the Padres are around 500 and they're not doing that well. I'm not a baseball fan, but I pick up Padres fans all the time. So on my blog and podcast and YouTube channel, you're going to be hearing a lot about the Padres. Let's get into the next section of the blog article, the podcast and the conversation, how it all started. The ride turned into an impromptu podcast recording session. They were in a great mood and talking very nicely. I asked, can I please record and share this as a podcast, just testing out my new way of recording? And they all said, yes, hell yeah, let's do it. All 4 at the same time. We delved into a variety of topics, from artificial intelligence to music and to even the concept of real-time Uber podcasting, which I'm kind of doing right now. The passengers shared their insights and their experiences, enriching the conversation. With their permission, I recorded our conversation, capturing a unique narrative that would later become a podcast episode. And this is episode 1, meaning I'm going to go back and actually edit the footage, and you'll see me read about it in a second. 3 men were in the Uber ride, 1 woman, and let me tell you, they were all talking. The recording process. The recording process was unique challenge, balancing the task of driving with engaging in a lively discussion requires focus and multitasking. I used my dash cam to get the outside and the inside footage that will be my backup. My Samsung Z Fold 4 cell phone recorded my screen, and on my cell phone my headset was connected. What basically that means is my audio is good. We get the Uber driver app going crazy. Literally, the drive app is going crazy. The navigation issues. But I have the whole screen recorded. That's two. So, LOL, seriously, it is very buggy at times, okay? I also used my old cell phone Z Fold 3 to get the audio from the two guys that are sitting right behind me. The two in the further back row were loud, so let's see how that audio comes out. But nowadays, we have three inputs of audio. We have three inputs of video. We have two inputs of audio, or vice versa. Let me do this again. We have three audio inputs and we have two video inputs for sure. No challenges. I'm just saying, I've been planning this in my mind for a while. The experience provided a valuable lesson for future podcasting endeavors. This will be my first try. Now, let's talk about the editing and the post-production process. Post-ride, the task of editing and producing the podcast. The plan is to transform the hour-long conversation into digestible 5-minute clips, providing listeners with a bite-sized insight from our journey. I will start with the beginning as they came in for a story. Then we will talk about each topic for 5 minutes. And that will be 2 or 3 5-minute long videos. The process, while time consuming, is an essential part of creating engaging and essential content. The goal is basically cut down an hour's worth of footage into 3 small 5-minute stories or videos. From that, if they do well on my blog and podcast and YouTube channel, I can always go back and re-edit the whole ride from beginning to end and turn it into a full episode. Wow. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We're almost halfway done with this article. The outcome and the future plans. The outcome of this unique podcasting journey has been interesting. Uber Ride podcasting and YouTube playlists are now podcasts. This is perfect timing as I start my new blog series. It's also a podcast. This experience has opened up new avenues for engaging content creation during Uber rides. Every day I pick up 5 passengers, and now one can easily be a podcast conversation. My goal is to record, edit, and upload the same day. So right now you can see I'm 3 days in. Three days ago I recorded it at night. Yesterday I wrote the blog article, and then today I'm making the video that's talking about the blog article, and then the 4th step is going to be to actually edit it. So let's look at the earnings. This is the fun part. If you waited this long, you're going to love this. Trip details. Paid to you $53 and they promised $52. That's fair. There was a $1.25 surge. So basically my earnings were $53. The customer paid $71. Okay. The total earnings from this ride were $53. The ride lasted for 60 minutes, covering a distance of 40 miles. Uber's total service fees was 21%, which is basically $4, which what they're saying, but it's, I think, more than that, because there's another $10, which I'll read in a second. The total amount before promotions the rider paid was around $71. After the promotion was $68. The fare was $52, which was, I got 53 out of. So total Uber's earnings, $3.99 plus 54 cents plus $10 plus 10 cents basically equals to $14.63. We'll just round it up and say $15. So what is it? $15 for Uber? Okay, here's the detail breakdown. Okay, I know the podcast is about Fraser Farms, but I love talking about Uber and finances and money, and this is an Uber driver. Makes sense to talk about this at the end. Amount $71. Uber took $14, so that's 21%. I got 78%. So Uber took 22%, I got 78, vice versa. So it's a 78 to 22% split. Not bad. I can deal with that. And then there's a formula here. How ChatGPT calculated this for me is phenomenal. All right, so conclusion. And that, folks, brings us to the end of our first episode in this exciting new series of Uber Ride Podcast. We've journeyed through the lively streets of San Diego, shared a ride with the spirited crew of Fraser Farm employees, and turned our ordinary Uber ride into an extraordinary podcasting experience. But this is just the beginning. In this series, we'll continue to explore the unique narrative. Okay, I can't say that word. Narratives that unfold on the road. Delve into this intricacies of my earnings. Some of these are hard words. I need to change them up. If I can't pronounce it, it's tough. And share the diverse experiences that outcome with each day of driving in San Diego, California. Hey, stay tuned for our next episode coming our way in just a few days. We've got more stories to tell you. By the way, my next story is already ready. I took 4 earnings from one day and I calculated analysis of that, and I'm going to talk about it. So that's the next video for sure. Well, one of the next videos, because I have another one coming for my week, another one coming for my month, and then honestly I'm just coming up with different ideas of sharing my earnings and my podcast journeys and my experiences and what I'm learning. All right, so keep your seatbelts fastened, because our journey on the Uber Ride podcasting series is just getting started. See you in the next episode. And before you go, remember, Fraser Farms, the website is clickable in my blog link. I have their phone number, I have their address. They are a grocery store in Oceanside, San Diego, California. Give them a love. Give them a love to their manager. I think his name was Mike, if I can remember correctly. And just tell them, hey, I read your article or I saw your video. I put the Google Maps link there to make it easy for you. I've also got my blog playlist as well as my Uber article all linked for you below. Meaning you go to my article, you get to all my videos. You go to my video, you get to all my articles, vice versa, and the podcast. And that's the plan, my friends. Oh, I'm going to take a breath. Ooh, 10 minutes. One take. So that's basically my Uber ride with Fraser Farm employees from a Padres game that 3 days later has turned into my first episode of a podcast. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. It's already on my blog. This is a long video. The next is I've got the actual 5-minute videos to edit in this process. And that's just one ride. I can do this for every single ride. That's going to be fun. So I'm going to be doing this for a couple of weeks till I get burned out. Then I'm going to find something else to do. If you listen to this all the way through the end, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm, especially if you leave a comment, if you share it, if you like. I'm trying to make this place on planet Earth a little bit better for all of us. One journey at a time, one article at a time, one video at a time. My name is Ahmed Mustafa Ahad, and I am your humble host. This is AA Creation 911, which is my YouTube channel, and Love for All, Hatred for None, or Love for All, Hate for None.org, which is my blog. Both are connected.